9 signs you're going to be extremely successful. Hi everyone, Robert Zink, Miracle Mentor and Alchemy Life Coach. And today we are soaring high like a big, beautiful eagle flying in the direction of your dreams and your goals. Success leaves signs. There are signs of success that you can see even when a person seems to be an incredible failure. I'm thinking about Colonel Sanders, for example. Colonel Sanders was driving all over the country in an old Cadillac. He was sleeping in his car, and all he had was a chicken recipe. But today we know that KFC is a huge mega empire when it comes to selling chicken. It was the dream of Colonel Sanders. You see, Colonel Sanders had the signs of success. How about Walt Disney? Who would have ever thought a man that was a cartoonist who filed bankruptcy a couple of times would build one of the largest entertainment empires in the entire world, based on a mouse? Now, I'm certain there were all kinds of people in Disney's face telling him, go get a job. Do something else with your life. And then, of course, there's Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey, she came up at a time when it was a white, male-dominated business. The entertainment business, the news business, the television talk business, the Phil Donahues and people like that. Yet she carved a niche for herself, and it was more than a niche, it was a pretty broad stroke. Oprah Winfrey today is one of the most successful people in business of any kind. And then, of course, Nelson Mandela. If you would have asked anybody, a man spending 27 years in prison in a 5x9 cell, if you would have asked anybody, what are the chances that this man is going to come out of prison, going to forgive everybody, and going to build a country, going to unite a people? But you see, Nelson Mandela always had the keys to success. So we're going to go through these keys, these signs of success. If you don't have them, here's the good news. You can acquire them. If you are raising young children, such as Rachel and I, we're raising Julian, we're looking to instill these qualities in him at a young age. Success, it has signs. And here they are, the 9 signs of success. Sign number 1. Successful people are deeply competitive. If there are 100 chairs on the stage and one is painted gold, the successful person has his eyes or her eyes set on that gold chair. They are deeply competitive in sports. They will practice longer. They will work harder. They will do just about anything within the rules to win. Now, we've developed kind of a mentality in our society that winning is bad. But when you think of all the things that are accomplished in our world by people who choose to set out and win, winning is good. Just like money, it's good. And so these are deeply competitive people in sports. They're competitive in business. They are competitive in politics. And they're competitive in their relationship. In other words, they don't just look at their relationship as something they have. They are actively looking to improve and empower their relationship all the time. Sign number 1, deeply competitive. The second sign you're going to be extremely successful is that you are an action taker. Action is the name of the game. You realize that there is no attraction without action. I mean, that's the basics of physics. Albert Einstein pointed that out. You have to move. There has to be some energy. And so successful people, they are focused on what actions they can take, what actions they can leverage, what they can do today. Sometimes they're looking at actions down the road. Other people are focused on actions 5 years from now, 3 years from now. But the successful person, oh yeah, right now, what can I do today to leverage my business, to leverage my body, to leverage my law of attraction power, to make more money, to attract more clients, to give more service? Action. They also are very coach-oriented. That's one of the actions that successful people love to do. They love to have specialized coaches. A coach for money, a coach for business, a coach for working out and for athletics, maybe even a diet coach. They love coaches because it gives them tools, action steps that they can take to bring more success into their life. Now, high flyers, we have all been to someone's home where they have 1,000 projects that they have started, and it doesn't seem like any of them are finished. They have cars they're working on. They have rooms they're building. They have parts of their house that they're painting. They have a myriad of projects. But you see, successful people get it done. They finish what they start. They don't start everything, but when they start something, they finish what they start. You know, hey, look at, I understand what it's like to procrastinate. It took me 20 years to write my first book on energy healing. So, and most of that 20 years wasn't study and work, it was procrastination. But successful people move past that. They plow through that. They finish their projects, even if it's painful, even if it's something that they think, well, you know, I started this project. I don't know how it's going to turn out now. They don't care. They finish the project. If they're writing a book, they finish the book. If they're creating a painting, they finish the painting. If they're building a house, they finish the house. If they're building a business empire, they build a business empire. They get it done. The fourth sign that says you're going to be extremely successful is your circle of friends. Your circle of friends determine your level of success. You see, if your circle of friends are making more money than you, if your circle of friends have more education than you, if your circle of friends have a better relationship than you do, you're hanging out with the right people. Because what happens is likes attract likes. You will start to rise to meet your circle of friends. And because you have that competitive nature, you may even surpass them. So look at the income of the people that you are hanging around. Look at their education. Look at their work ethic. If it's better than yours, that's a powerful sign that you will be extremely successful. But what happens is when you're kind of down and out, you know what I'm talking about? I'm down and out. You know? Well, then you kind of look for people that are down and out that you can hang around. And pretty soon, you're all kind of feeding off of each other. You see that a lot with people that are into pot. They're sitting around, they're playing video games, they're smoking weed all day because they feel comfortable. They're not being challenged. I'm not making a political statement on pot, by the way. It could be alcohol. You got the idea. So look for a circle of friends that are achievers. Make those your friends. Sign number 5, super successful people have a what if mentality. What if I do this? Then I can do this. What if I do this? Then I can create this. What if this happens? Then this will happen. And it's always positive. In other words, they're focused on a positive mentality. They're always building. They live with this little phrase, what if, all the time. Their mind is always going, what if? What if I stack this Lego on top of this Lego? Then I can build this. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about. What if? What if you're called to be successful beyond your wildest dreams? What if you're called to have a passive income that literally takes care of you and your family beyond anything you've ever imagined? What if? Sign number 6 is that successful people, they read. They learn. Warren Buffett was saying when he was outlining his day that he spends 80% of his day reading. Why? Doesn't Warren Buffett know everything? I mean, he's one of the richest men in the entire world. No, he doesn't. And he knows he doesn't. He has to stay at the cutting edge of his various investments and businesses. So he is constantly reading, constantly learning. If you are around people, if you have friends that like to read, like to learn, are constantly improving themselves, you're hanging around the right people, really. But more importantly, you need to develop a passion to read, learn. This is an essential tool. I know with our little 1.5-year-old, that's what we focus on is reading. That's the core talent that we give him every single day. Read. High flyers, sign number 7. People of value believe in you. You know, you will hear people say, he's going places. Things are happening for him. He seems to be on a roll. Everything he turns to gold. She's doing wonderful things with her life. She can't be stopped. You see, when people believe in you, they're tapping into your energy field. Not just you, not just your actions, not just what you've accomplished. They're tapping into your energy field. And they're seeing something that only comes out in one word. And that word is success. You see, success can be felt. I remember years ago, I was attending a convention and Siegfried and Roy came in. Very successful in the entertainment business in Las Vegas. They were the biggest at the time. And you could literally feel their energy field. You could feel their success. You could feel their inner power and their confidence. The 8th sign that you are going to be super successful, extremely successful, is that you're not just doing it for yourself. You have a mission and a purpose to your life. Your life has value, and you know that you have a limited amount of time. The most important thing to you, other than the people in your life, is your time. Because you can't replace your time. So you use your time wisely because you have a mission and a purpose to your life. When you lay down to take your final nap, you want to know that you left the world a little bit better than when you got here. And that's important. People that have this mission and purpose, they just overcome such incredible barriers that most of us would shy away from. Last but not least is that people who have the signs of success have high self-esteem. I'm not talking about egotism. I have worked in the entertainment industry. I've seen the guys with their nose up like this and who think, and now they're nowhere. I'm not talking about egotism. I'm talking about self-esteem, knowing that you can always reinvent yourself, knowing that you have value, knowing that the message that you are sharing is worth something. High self-esteem is absolutely important. Building your self-confidence, building your self-esteem is perhaps one of the most important projects you can work on for huge, massive success in your life. Because if you don't have high self-esteem, you will wither against the competition. You will wither against your obstacles. You need that inner power. You need that inner confidence. Now, the good news is all of these signs can be acquired, and they can be acquired at any age. At 64, Colonel Sanders was dead-ass broke. At 65, he was a millionaire. You have the power to create the life you want, whether you choose success or whether you choose a different path. It's your life. It's your time. It's up to you. Have a great day because you absolutely deserve it. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. Bye-bye now.